Iran is rapidly becoming the center of a new global power confrontation. As protests intensify on Iranian streets, the United States is openly encouraging unrest, while Russia and China are warning Washington to step back. What began as economic anger inside Iran is now escalating into a high-stakes geopolitical showdown involving threats, tariffs, and the risk of military action. US President Donald Trump has sent an unusually direct message to Iranian protesters, urging them to keep protesting and even seize state institutions. He claims help is coming, while confirming new tariffs on countries doing business with Iran. The White House has also acknowledged that military and cyber options are under consideration.
And by the way, to all Iranian patriots, keep protesting, take over your institutions if possible, and save the name of the killers and the abusers that are abusing you. You're being very badly abused. If the numbers are right now, I hear 5 different sets of numbers. I hear numbers, look, 1 death is too much. But I hear much lower numbers, and then I hear much higher numbers. But I say save their names because they'll pay a very big price. And I've canceled all meetings with the Iranian officials until the senseless killing of protesters stops. And all I say to them is help is on its way.
Russia has reacted sharply, condemning what it calls externally inspired unrest in Iran. Moscow says US threats of new military strikes are categorically unacceptable and warns that using protests as a pretext for aggression would have disastrous consequences not just for the Middle East, but for global international security. Russia is framing the crisis as a test of sovereignty versus intervention. China has echoed Russia's position, rejecting interference in Iran's internal affairs and opposing the use or threat of force. Beijing also pushed back against Trump's tariff pressure, warning that there are no winners in a tariff war and calling on all sides to act in ways that preserve regional stability.
China hopes Iran can maintain national stability and supports the country in the effort. China has always opposed interference in other countries' internal affairs and the use or threat of use of force in international relations. China hopes that all parties will do more things conducive to peace and stability in the Middle East.
With Washington encouraging protest pressure and Moscow and Beijing drawing clear red lines, Iran is now at the center of a widening global standoff. The risk is that internal unrest could be transformed into external confrontation. Whether this crisis cools through diplomacy or escalates through coercion will shape not only Iran's future, but the balance of power far beyond the Middle East.